my dear friends. Have a blessed good day to each in every one of us. This is your host, Life, Pleasure, and Faith, sharing the 7 secrets of success in a biblical way. Few people have made as much an impact with their lives as the Apostle Paul. By the end of his life, he had spread that Christ's faith across the entire Roman Empire, traveling mostly on foot. Imagine what he had have accomplished if he had a jet, a cellular phone, and a fax machine. That is besides a large telephone bill. Here is his own words are the keys I've discovered to his successful life. So number one is the sense of direction. In Philippians chapter 3 verse 14 says that I press on towards the goal to win the prize. My dear friends, we need to press on towards the goal so that we will win the prize. This represents a moral and spiritual target of Christ likeness, proclaims the manner and the means in which all of this is done, which is in the cross. My dear friends, in number two, we need understanding. In Philippians chapter 4 verse 12, I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. So, what does it mean? That to keep rejoicing when there is no money, to keep rejoicing when there is money. All will come sooner or later, and the negative is not for a lack of faith, but rather for our instruction in righteousness. Yes, we are sometimes in need, but then we need to understand the timing of our needs. Not because we need, we will get it. No, my dear friends, we need to be understand that if really we need that. So number three, the commitment. Being a Christian, we need to have a commitment to have a successful life. In Acts chapter 20 verse 24, I considered my life worth nothing to me if only I may finish the race and complete the task that the Lord Jesus has given me. Proclaimed Paul, putting himself entirely in the hands of the Lord. His life belonged to the Lord, and the Lord could do with it all he so desired, and that he ultimately did proclaims basically what his curse actually is. His message was Jesus Christ and him crucified. So my dear friends, we need to have a commitment just like Paul, that he gave his life to Lord Jesus, that he commit his life to the Lord. Whatever our wants or our needs, we need to commit to the Lord. So number four, the compassion. We need to have a compassion to have a successful life. Compassion in Corinthians, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 2 to 3, it says, if I understood all God's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, if I have everything I have to the poor and even sacrifice my body, I could boast about it. But if I did not love others, I would have gained nothing. So whatever we have in this life, my friend, we cannot boast because these things that we have is from the Lord only. So tell us that the gifts of the Spirit can be had by less than a perfect people, as should be obvious. We now see the basis on which everything must be built. It is love. So whatever we have, we need to have love for it, not just because you want. No, my dear friend, there is love on it. If not, we are nothing. Shift from gifts to work, love, as commendable as acts may be. They bring a grade of zero unless God's love motivates them. So, my dear friend, as I have said a while ago, we need to motivate, because if you have a motivation on that, there is love. So, number 5 is the enthusiastic faith. In Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. My dear friend, in everything that we want or we need, I know and I believe that there is an enthusiastic faith on it, because we believe that we can do it. Be a base or abound, whom I draw strength. We need to draw our strength to the source of everything that we have, because without Him we are nothing, and that is the only humble way that we can. So without God in our life, we can do nothing. So number 6, service to others. I will gladly spend myself and all I have for you. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 15. So my dear friend, what does this Bible verse mean? Be spent for your souls in the sight as gentle reproof, being a gentle proof of how God been made you a successful. Don't be arrogant or proud of what you have, my dear friends, but we need to be humble on what we have, and don't forget to include the name of the Lord on whatever success that we have. Don't boast your name or, or on your work, but boast on the name of the Lord, that He is the source of everything that we have. So we need to service to others. So number 7 is staying power. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 8 to 9, it says, we are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair. We are hunted down, but never abandoned. by God. We get knocked down, but we are not destroyed. That's how our God has loved us, my dear brethren. So always confident of victory, never utterly at a loss. Pursued, but not actually caught. At all times, we are knocked down, but not knocked out. My dear brethren, trying to build these qualities in your own life and see what happened. I know and I do believe that you will be a successful man or woman of God in this world because you have the sense of direction, understanding, commitment, compassion, enthusiastic faith, service to others, and staying power. Don't be forget that God is Emmanuel and He is always with you, my dear brethren. He never for He never forsake you and leave you. He always with you. So just be confident in whatever you want to do in this life because I know that God will direct your path and lead you to become a successful as long as you commit to Him. You have the compassion, we have the enthusiastic faith, you have the service to others because are you have the humble heart, my dear friend. So before I will close this topic, I would like to utter a simple prayer, my dear friends. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that this message is not just only a message, but but bring, oh God, a hope for others. Lord, bless each and every one of us and be always with us. Thank you, my dear friends. Have a blessed day.